Time had passed since the great flood. The earth was filled with life once more. Trees whispered in the wind, rivers flowed across the plains, and the sky shone with its original purity. Noah's descendants were building a new world. They remembered the judgment they had survived and the mercy they had received. It seemed humanity had begun again with a clean slate. The people were united, one language, one mind, one goal. But unity without God became the soil for a new disaster. With each generation, the memory of the Creator faded. The fear of the Lord gave way to self-confidence. And then one day, as they migrated eastward, they found a vast plain in the land of Shinar and decided to settle there. And there, in the heart of that plain, words were spoken that would change the course of history.
Come, let us make bricks and burn them thoroughly. Let us build ourselves a city and a tower with its top in the heavens. Let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be scattered over the face of the whole earth.
This was not just construction. It was the expression of a spirit of pride, a spirit of defiance. They no longer wanted to depend on God. They wanted to control their own destiny, to create a power that would hold them together. They no longer needed the Creator. They wanted to become creators themselves. The tower rising into the sky became a symbol of this rebellion. With every brick, the people grew more convinced.
We can do anything. We are strong.
Their voices moved in unison. Their hands worked without rest. It seemed nothing could stop them. But from the heights of heaven, God looked down upon their intentions. He saw not just stones reaching upward. He saw hearts filled with pride. And the Lord said,
"Behold, they are one people, and they all have one language. And this is only the beginning of what they will do. Come, let us go down and confuse their language so they may not understand one another."
And in a single moment, the building stopped. The people began to speak, but could no longer understand one another. Simple commands became incomprehensible sounds. What once united them now became their division. Confusion turned into frustration. Frustration into fear. The tower remained unfinished. The people left that place, scattered over the face of the whole earth. That place was called Babel, which means confusion. There, God confused the language of all humanity. But this story is not just about punishment. It is a story of warning and of love. God did not intervene because he feared human strength. He intervened because he saw where their path was leading. Without him, even the greatest unity becomes destruction. He divided to preserve. He stopped them to give them a chance. And centuries later, on the day of Pentecost, God came down again. But this time, not to divide, but to unite. The Holy Spirit came upon the disciples of Jesus, and each began to speak in the languages of many nations. Where once there was Babel, now came the new covenant. Where there had been division, now there was unity. Where there had been pride, now came grace. The story of the Tower of Babel reminds us, without God, all greatness will collapse. With God, even scattered nations can become one people. Man may build towers, but only God can build the path to eternity.